Video is going to be describing the daily dose mode for granules. So we can quickly select the patient. We're on daily dose. We're not sharing the formula. It's granules. So daily dose example. Okay. So for daily dose, we can't actually tell the system what we want the patient to take. You do that in total quantity percentage. Even if I go 12, it's just going to go back. It's going to be basing it off what you enter here. So we can go Baju, and my tab settings are not the way I like it. I like to add all my herbs first and then do this. Right now it's set to do this and then the amount. Okay, anyways, so with daily dose, what it's doing is the amount of raw that you enter, it's going to divide it by the ratio of the herb to give you the granule quantity. So an easy one is 10, and it's going to give us 2 grams. And if we were to do, 12.5, it's going to give us 2.5 grams. And we can do it the opposite way. We can say 1.8 grams of granule is going to equal 9 grams of raw herb, because at the 5-to-1 ratio means that 5 grams of raw is equal to 1 gram of granule. So when we do like 10, it's really just dividing it by 5. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. And in this case, we're asking for 10 days. So it's taking 2.5 and multiplying it by 10, and we're receiving, the quantity received is 25 grams. This column here is telling you that this herb represents almost 40% of this formula, and the price for this herb per gram is 24 cents, and the subtotal for this is $6, and it'll add it all up. So what it's doing here, 12.5 divided by the ratio is 2.5, we're getting 25 grams. It's going to add up the quantity received for all the herbs in the formula, and it comes out to 63 grams. And if you see up here, what it's doing is 3.1 grams 2 times per day for 10 days is 63 grams. So it just does all the math for you. And you may want the person to take 3 doses a day. So it continues to do the math for you. 15 days, it won't change the dosage amount. You'll just get more formula. And we even have it so you could say tablespoons. So 0.8 tablespoons 3 times per day, right? Or you can do scoops, right? And if you're running the dispensary, then you can control how much a scoop is. Right now we did 1 scoop is 4 grams, okay? So that may not be the case. And we can put it back to 10 days. So it's as easy as that. It's figuring out what it is for you. And we can, let's see if we have more formulas here. We can add a bunch of herbs to give you a better example. Just give this a second. It's adding a lot of herbs. It's doing a bunch of checks right now, making sure there's no duplicates. We're on the test server. It's taking a little bit longer. But here, now we have a bunch of herbs here, and the raw amount divided by the ratio times that. So now we have a total of 225 grams for this formula, and 7.5 grams 3 times per day for 10 days is 225 grams. And if you just want them 2 doses per day, now they're taking about 11.3 grams 2 times per day for 10 days, right? And again, if you wanted to convert it to just spoons, so in my dispensary, 1 spoon is 1.5 grams. So they're going to take 7.5 spoons 2 times per day for 10 days, and it will that will be exactly the amount that they need. And if you wanted them to have a little bit more, just in case, you could be like 11 days. Some people, they have big rounded spoons, and that can change things. And that's all. That's daily dose mode, and everything else is the same.